Hello. Oh, where's my model? Oh, there it is. A little low today. Looks kind of funny though. Huh. I think I'll leave it here. Kind of like it there. Well, I'm a little big. Hang on. Come up a little. There we go. Not too bad. Alright. I'm a little late today. I was a little late yesterday. I think I'm earlier than I was yesterday. Might be around the same time. My capture card wasn't making noise properly. I was testing it on like Minecraft, and the audio was like really bad, so I had to fiddle with that. Also, I am very tired today. The caffeine that I was having issues with yesterday persisted to be an issue, even though I made sure to have at least 12 hours from when I intook the caffeine to when I had slept. I still ended up having issues, so I don't know, maybe it sticks around in the body longer than we realize. I don't know. For me, I know that it affected me, so I don't know though. Where do we go here? Like, I want to mess with this body, but I want to make sure that I do that when like people are here. So hive's clear. Should we head over to should we head over to Green Path? Because we can get all kinds of stuff done. I think I'm a little concerned to mess with the bodies, like the black egg bodies. I guess I can, like, I don't have to mess with them once I get near them. Hey, Upgame, good to see you. Just formulating a strategy here. You know, I think let's go to Kling's station, and then should we get that bit above Deepness maybe? Or should we get there? Let's go there first, because we know that we can swim through the acid. But I'm not going to mess with any of these sleeping bodies until we've cleared out some areas and whatnot, because after what happened with Crossroads, I'm a little bit worried what will happen. And I want to mess with this body, but I'm going to wait until a little bit deeper in the stream to do that. How you been today, Upgame? Okay, so Queen Station. I am very, very sleepy. I slept all the way until 8 my time. For the message. Oh no, it's cool, dude. I really want to have a very welcoming community. I don't shy away from emotions and whatnot. The server will not, like, we will have rules in place and whatnot to make sure that it doesn't become like a venting place. We're not saying you were venting at all, but just saying in regards to that same type of subject, I'll make sure that you know, it doesn't become like a venting type of deal for people, but I want people to be comfortable in expressing how they feel and whatnot, because I do legitimately care. Like, I do consider you to be someone that I trust and I care about, so, like, that's totally cool by me. I would like to hang out sometime off of stream potentially, because I would like to, you know, interact with you in a way that isn't so, you know, parasocial. But you being a student and our time zone differences, we might have some difficulties finding time to do that. And then also, like, mutual interests are kind of a deal, so... Whenever we can get around to that, though, that would be fun to hang out outside of stream sometime. But yeah, you can feel comfortable expressing how you feel and whatnot. You're totally in the right to do that. God, I love that enemy. Oh, I put new panels in on Twitch, by the way. Let me know what you think of them. I did a Discord panel. It's really simple. I mean, it's basically just, I took the same design from my other panels, changed the words, put a little Discord icon there, and then I added a lore one, which I was hesitant to do, because I want to drip feed lore in the streams, and I was like, how much do I give info-wise without revealing the stuff that I want to hint at? But I came to the conclusion that it's better to give like a little drip feed down there to kind of get people interested. Panels are like little, like the description of the Twitch screen. If you scroll down underneath the Twitch stream, you see panels. I think on mobile you might need to go to the About section. You don't need to look at them. I was just curious on what you would think of them. Because I make them all myself. I use Canva to make them. I try to make as much on my own as I can. One of these days I'll probably end up commissioning someone. Dear God, do I get a lot of DMs on Twitter from people wanting to sell me art, and I'm not ready yet to do that. See what kind of lore we can get over here. Misted Caverns, Nauseous Spores, Teacher. Okay. I don't know when I'm gonna manage to get my PC parts installed. I'm still waiting on a few more of the parts, and then I want to see about the PC repair shop installing them for me. I haven't asked them yet. I'm just kind of going under the assumption that they will install them for me, which I'm starting to think about a little bit more, and I'm starting to wonder how that's going to work out, because I had asked about repairing a monitor that I had, and they had said that they don't work on monitors way back then, so I'm a little bit worried that maybe they won't install the computer parts for me either. Hopefully they will, though, because I don't want to have to do that myself. Since I have to install a new motherboard, I'm also a little bit worried about the process of like carrying everything over to the new one. I have a lot of footage for like a lot of stuff, like my cooking channel and whatnot, that like I really don't want to lose. So I'm gonna have to be very meticulous about not losing anything. Why is there... It's part of the map in Crossroads I haven't filled out? What? How have I not noticed that? How? What? What? I can't believe that there's something over here I haven't done. Didn't I do this? I feel like I did this. Just point in this crevice. I could have swore I came over here. I guess not. I mean, there's all kinds of caches. Maybe I did this on the old save and just forgot to come over here on the second one, maybe? I don't know, but I don't know how I've been looking at this map. I guess I just didn't notice that there's a hallway coming off of it there, and I was just like, oh yeah, it's just a room. Crazy. And this is where I came from. Oh, a boss? Oh hey, it's good to see you, Ninja Anime. I haven't seen you in so long. I'm sorry I missed your message last time that you dropped one while I was streaming Castlevania. You had like told me that you were busy and all that. I didn't read it at the time. Sorry about that, man. Your streams have also been at like really late times for me, so I haven't been able to like participate really. But I have been seeing that you've been streaming. I hope that it's been going well for you. Things are going really well over here. We got a Discord up and running. You know, a couple people are coming around and participating a lot more. It's a lot more lively. I don't think I've ever seen what she dreams about. What do you dream about lately? Poking around in the dreams of others. You're more curious than you look. Oh ho ho. What's this? My vengeful gift has warped within you. You've twisted into something else. Marvel, your essence has melted with the spell. You must have found a powerful source to transform it into such a unique, expressive way. Very cool. I am doing really, really well. Needed money, you've been vibing. Okay, that's good. I hope you got the money that you needed. Recently played Fire Emblem Warriors. Oh, cool. Yeah. I think we talked a little bit. Yeah, we talked a little bit about Fire Emblem Warriors. Last time we talked. I'm interested to try it, but I want to go through all the Fire Emblem games. I'll definitely do that on the channel at some point. Like, I want to go from, like, Fire Emblem 1 all the way up. See what the grub is up to. Ooh. Okay, got a seal. Been a heat wave. Yeah, I've seen the heat wave in the UK. It's been really rough, and you guys have some really stupid politicians. not to get political, you guys have some really stupid politicians that don't seem to understand that your homes are not constructed for those heat waves. It's yeah, it looks really rough there with the heat waves. I'm glad it's cooler. I can't stand the heat, man. Like I'll freeze to death. I'll gladly freeze to death before I die of like heat stroke. Yeah, AC's not normalized. When I was staying in when I went to a country in Europe, I can't remember if I've said what country I went to, so I'm not going to right now. I was really surprised at the lack of AC, but most of the time it's really not an issue, because you just open a window and the breeze comes through, and the temperatures aren't that harsh, but you know, it's getting a lot rougher, so that's not working so much anymore. Yeah, he did, which, once again, not to get political at all, but that's probably for the best. He's a goof, to say the least. Yep. So let's see. We'll hit up that little spot on the left, and then we'll head over to Fog Canyon through that way, because I want to meet the cartographer, and I think he's closer to the way in from here. I'm quite opinionated on politics, but that's definitely not something that I want to bring onto my streams and whatnot, but I am very opinionated on stuff. It's just not something that I think belongs in like me talking about that on like any of my social media presences. But like, yeah, I'll talk about it for hours with like people I'm close with. Picked up a few games recently. Tell me what you picked up. I'm really interested to know. I'm every single time there's a sale on either PlayStation or Steam, I keep checking to see if Ender Lilies is on sale, because I want to play Ender Lilies so bad. I'm gonna immediately boot up Ender Lilies whenever we are done with Hollow Knight. It looks so good. I also saw Monarch recently, which I'm really interested in. I love the aesthetic that they're going for, where it's like very royal, and the JRPG mechanics that they have with like the party system and like their like form changes and stuff look really cool. My only concern with playing Monarch is that it's from developers of Persona, and very, very hot take, very unfortunate. I actually don't really enjoy Persona that much. I was not too fond of Persona 5 when I played through it. It's fun in a lot of ways. I enjoyed a lot of it, but I feel that the story in those games is rather simplistic, and the gameplay doesn't particularly blow me away. So it's kind of like a, for me personally, not saying it is, it's like a low tier JRPG for me. So hoping that Monarch is more suited to me. You rebought visual novels on Switch and the Mario Kart Booster Pack. Oh man, Mario Kart Booster Pack's sick. Hyrule Warriors, love Hyrule Warriors. Dragon Quest Heroes 2. I see Dragon Quest Heroes 1 or 2, but I'd be really interested in those, because I love everything Square Enix. Hyrule Warriors is super fun. I love playing as Ganon. So fun. And Sheik, yeah. I played Persona on the Windows and school. Coconut Mall. What is Coconut Mall? Never heard of it. Hopefully the map fills out when we go over here this time, because I feel like I've been over here like 3 times, and the map just doesn't want to cooperate. From Warriors, I'm definitely say that's good. That's very good. I want a challenging experience. These are the tracks they go. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't get the booster pack because it was a little outside of my price range, but I really like Mario Kart. It's very fun. I'm not very good at it. I like anytime I play with friends, I lose to them terribly. If people like come over to my house, I'm like, that's right, this is why we don't have this filled out. This is like the 3rd time I've come over here and remembered. Yeah, I'm very bad at Mario Kart, but it's very fun. Same for Smash Bros. I'm absolutely terrible at Smash Bros, but I find it very fun. I am better at Smash Bros than Mario Kart, though. Warriors content. Here's a little... That's really good, and it's also like a Dynasty Warriors type game, right? Where you like fight hordes and stuff. I don't tend to usually love those because they come off a little bit grindy sometimes, but they are fun from time to time. I kind of have to space out my play sessions, but I do enjoy them whenever it's been a while since I've played. Faster game, more interesting. Okay, that's good. Yeah, like the boss battle segments in Hyrule Warriors were like my favorite part. There's not a lot of like boss segments, but the ones that there are, I really enjoyed. Have the ability to summon as an ally. Oh, that's cool. That's a great feature. Okay, I need to go in through that way. Well, no, I don't. Let's just go back in here. That's right, this person's here. Let's give her some money. There you go. The 5 big boy monsters. Can you summon, oh God, what's his name? There's like a famous, like, yellow 2-headed dragon in Monster Hunter, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember his name. All of my... I said Monster Hunter, Dragon Quest. All of my experience with Dragon Quest has been through, like, mobile game collaborations. So, I did play a little bit of Builders, but I really want to get into the series proper. How have you been, though? How's life? Going pretty well. Pretty well. Been missing IRL work. We haven't really had any gigs lately, so I've missed being behind a camera. But stream is going super well. Everyone in the VTubing community is just super welcoming and really friendly. And like, there's a growing community here on the stream, so things are going really well. Ooh, Queen's Garden. You can summon anything, not a boss, so golems, demons. Okay, I see. I like the spells in Dragon Quest a lot. They have some really interesting spells. Yeah, well, it's not too big of a deal. The company stuff just kind of needs to undergo some restructuring, so once some restructuring happens and I take more of an active effort to like attend more events and like pass out business cards and like do some networking for the company, it will get more gigs, but right now it's a slow season. But rather than you know, sit there with all that confusion, I get to put my time and effort into the stream here. Oh, what was in here? Drone mount. Wasn't this where I got the Wraith spell? I feel like it's where I got the Wraith spell. Yeah, this is where I got Wraith. Hear me. It was so great. Yeah, I mean, had much difficulty with it this time around. Because for one, I'm used to it, because I used to do live streaming on another channel. So I'm kind of used to the grind. And then I'm honestly just so content with where I am in life currently that it just hasn't really been too big of a deal that it's going slowly. It's a pretty steady pace, honestly, compared to what I'm used to. I mean, I'm growing a lot faster than I ever was on the other channel. And I think a big part of that is like the model and getting to like make a story. Yep. It's good times, good times, good times, good vibes. It's all going pretty well. How about you? How have things in your community been going? I don't actually, like, I don't know, like, how active yours are, because, like, I haven't gotten to, like, interact with your stream at all. So, I am curious to check it out. So long as you're having fun, join the process. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm still waiting on, like, my friends who were supposed to do VTubing with me. I'm still waiting on them, too, because they have most of their stuff ready, but just haven't really sealed the deal to get things going and, like, stream with me. So I'm still waiting on them to be able to kind of get it together so we can, like, start doing stuff together and making some really interesting stuff happen. And we talked about it last time. I would love to, like, collaborate sometime or anything if you want to, or just hang out, like, whatever you're up to. Because I'm very open to hang out and, like, do stuff with anyone that wants to. But, like, people can also keep to themselves. It doesn't really bother me either way. I'm pretty easygoing. Due to Wi-Fi issues and working, stream's been a little less. Definitely smaller, quieter community. It's also very chill. There's a lot of fun people. I feel you. I feel you. I feel that's kind of where I'm headed. That's where I think we'll probably be like that for quite a while. And I mean, who knows if we ever get beyond that, but I'm thankful for anyone that decides to spend their time here. Okay. For me, it's pretty easy to like do stuff because my interests are very broad. I'm interested in like practically everything. It's just kind of figuring out what other people are suited to that's difficult for coming up with ideas, because like I have to like practically stalk your like Twitter or whatever and like figure out what your interests are, and then I can like be like, all right, you like this thing, maybe we do this. So yeah. One small family. Yeah, I feel that. Isn't this just about the most intriguing place? So many discoveries waiting to be made. We're about to set off ourselves, though we can't seem to agree on which way to head. It's led to something of an argument between us. We should really stop squabbling about such petty things. Left or right, which way is best? It should be a simple thing, yet we're always at odds. Have you heard of Holliness Queen? Apparently these gardens were once her retreat. Now some vicious types are crawling all over the place, and the plants have grown wild. As inhospitable as it is, I've enjoyed my travels here. Care to see my efforts? Yes. Down for anything, have no shame in admitting I play some games way too much. Pokemon Breath of the Wild. Okay. Pokemon... I mean, I think the only thing we'd be able to do is, like, Pokemon Unite, which I've not even tried. I'd have to, download it, and then, like... Well, I mean, we can talk while you play another Pokemon, I guess, but it's not really going to be engaging, most likely, if we do it that way, because we don't have, like, a existing chemistry. So, in Breath of the Wild, there's nothing we can really do together. Yeah, Unite looks like fun. I'd be willing to try Unite. Should be pretty simple for me to set up too, because like, I mean, it's free. I got the Switch. I'd just have to bring it into the other room, hook up my capture card, and be pretty much good to go. Do a Nuzlocke. Soul Link. I don't know what a Soul Link is. I know what a Nuzlocke is. Nuzlocks are super cool. Love watching Nuzlocks on Twitch and YouTube streams, but I love watching Nuzlocks. Which Pokemon do you want to Nuzlocke? He's giving into his merch. I'm only hitting them because I don't believe that I'm killing them. Basically a 2-player Nuzlocke. Oh! Oh, I mean, as much as I'd love to take you up on a opportunity to do that, I'm not very good at Pokemon. I'm quite bad, so and like the only Pokemon I've played through is Pokemon X, so I don't think I'd be of much use to you. I'm telling the truth up, game. I don't want to murder people. How are you gonna murder them just because you eat their dreams? Ooh, a tree. Ooh, my navigation's on point today. I'm having an easy time avoiding these vines. All your encounters are linked, so if your starter dies, your partner starter also dies. Also, you can't have the same typing as your teammate if you lose your teammates. Huh. A little difficult for me to imagine, but it sounds interesting. I'll have to look up a Soul Link whenever I'm done streaming, because they sound cool. I feel like Iron Mouse did one. I haven't watched it though. I'll check it out. I'll check out Iron Mouse's later so I can kind of see what they're like. I'm sure she probably did it with Connor. Connor's pretty good at Pokemon from what it looks like from my end. Leaves and Splendor. Pale Root. Alright. Because he plays a kid. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's difficult for me to, you know, judge what's good at Pokemon and whatnot. Yeah, it does occur to me I have actually played something other than X, which is that I did quite a bit of what is it called? The browser one, Pokemon. It's either like Pokemon Stadium or Battle Arena, something like that. It's the browser game where you have access to like all the Pokemon. You just assemble your teams and then you can like fight your friends and whatnot. I did quite a bit of that. That was kind of how I found out I was bad at Pokemon, because like when you play through Pokemon, at least Pokemon X was extremely easy. I had no problem going through Pokemon X at all. But then I played against other players and learned that I have no idea what I'm doing in comparison to them. So typing Nuzlocke. That sounds really fun. I wish I was more into Pokemon, honestly, because there's so much content for it. Like, I was into the show when I was little, but I didn't grow up with the games, like, at all. So, like, I had one Pokemon game growing up, and it was Pokemon Snap, which I guess is funny, because I, you know, grew up to do photography stuff, but yeah, I grew up with Pokemon Snap instead of any of the battle ones. As seems hard. Yeah. Yeah, the first time I went to the battle arena in Pokemon X and played with my friend through, like, the Nintendo 3DS friend feature and all that, I had, like, all these several level 100 Pokemon, and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna beat her up so bad she doesn't know. No, she didn't even lose a single Pokemon. She just wiped everything that I had. No problem. And she's not even competitive. She's just way better than I am. Yeah, yeah. One time on Pokemon Stadium, or whatever the browser game is called, I built like a full team of legendaries and all that, and I was like, oh man, these are gonna be disgustingly strong. And my buddy wiped my whole team with a Snorlax because he did that strategy where you basically have like the Snorlax sleep a bunch, and then he kind of just like tanks into everything and like whacks you back, and you just I didn't know how to counter it. I still don't know what the right play was to handle it. He just seemed like an unbreakable wall. Showdown, yeah, Pokemon Showdown. That's the one. Yep. Okay, no different dialogue. Yeah, I really enjoyed, like, my Charizard was my pride and joy going through X. I got X so that I could get, like, the Blue Flame Charizard. I fed him, like, every single power-up I could get my hands on, and, I did all kinds of, like, stat min-maxing for him, and, I loved that Charizard, man. That Charizard could easily destroy the entire game, but the second I tried that Charizard in like player v player, immediately we got we were destroyed. It was bad. How big brain professional Pokemon players? Oh, I have an idea. I've heard some of the stories, but I will never be on their level. I am small smooth brain compared to them. Guy went into fight pre-damage to bait the AI. Wow, that's crazy. I'll never understand how like I play so many games that are considered really difficult, like the Souls franchise and whatnot. No problem for me. But then, like this little game that I'm like, oh yeah, it's it's a little cute Pokemon game. Go in, and I'm trash. So weird. Ambush over yet? No. Works. Early Pokemon will always try and kill you. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I heard a lot of people tell me that X is not that hard compared to the other Pokemon games, that X is like super easy. So I probably only did well because it was an easier one. Dark Souls. For me, it's easy. Like, I was talking about this to Upgame last night, and he didn't believe me. I legitimately don't think that the Souls games are that hard. I got in with Demon Souls original on PlayStation 3, and I've played through the entire franchise ever since. They're really not that difficult to me. Like, there are difficult segments. Dark Souls 3 has like a boss called Madir, and he's pretty difficult, but like most of the time it's really not that hard. It just requires patience. Your Pokemon games folder. Yeah, I've been told as much. I wouldn't know what to compare it to. Whoops. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of mods to make it harder. I used to watch a lot of Lobos Jr. He does a lot of mods to make it more difficult. I could totally do some of that. I would just need to set it up on PC. Here sleeps the traitor's child. Like, I could totally do a, like a weapon randomizer and all kinds of other stuff to make the game more difficult. And I don't think it would be nearly outside of the realm of me doing it. Like, I've made it very good portions of the way through, like, a level 1 playthrough of Dark Souls 1. I got about, I want to say, 3/4 of the way through a Dark Souls 3 level 1. Elden Ring level 1, I feel like I could definitely do. Like, they're not, they're very intuitive games for me, I feel. Because, like, the game that I played the most growing up was Kingdom Hearts. So, like, 3D action, like, hack and slash-esque type games are really what I feel most comfortable with. Not Monster Hunter, though. I do not enjoy Monster Hunter. Just a bit too difficult for you personally. That's cool. I mean, no shame in that. They're really not for everyone. I feel like ever since I started streaming with my VTuber, I feel like I've talked about Dark Souls in like every single stream. That's a big boy. Playing Bayonetta. Yeah, Bayo's really fun. I've played through all the Devil May Cry games, so I'm pretty right at home with Bayonetta. I never finished the first one. I need to get back to it and finish it at some point. I was doing it on PlayStation 3 though, so I'll probably just restart it on a different platform sometime. Probably PC. I'd like to go through it around the time that 3 comes out, so I can go and play 3 as well. I personally prefer Devil May Cry to Bayonetta, but Bayonetta is quite fun. God, I love the grubs. Ooh, that looks so cool. I want to get in there. Issue is no autosave. Doesn't have autosave? Wait, I'm trying to think. I think that's normal for Bayonetta. I'm pretty sure that Bayonetta works like Devil May Cry in the sense that you need to either finish the level or like get to save points. The whole DMC series. I mean, it's really easy to get into. Like, all you gotta do is you just pick up the Devil May Cry collection. You play the first game, then you play the second game, you play the third game. Don't listen to people who are like, no, start with the third game because it's a prequel. oh, don't you should go in canonical order. Don't go in canonical order. Just play the games as they came out. Play on the easiest difficulty. Don't be afraid to use items. Items are there as a crutch. Don't listen to people that tell you that it's shameful to use them. Use your holy waters to kill enemies that you don't want to deal with. Learn a couple combos. If you can't do a combo, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. You don't need to push yourself to do the combos. 90% of my time going through Devil May Cry, I use the guns. And people got really annoyed with me in my friends group that I used the guns and like didn't use a lot of combos, but the combos were legitimately difficult for me, and the guns get the job done. And at the end of the day, you finish the level, you win. So like, what does it matter? Quit things in order to release. That's good. That's good. I get really annoyed whenever people insist on playing stuff in chronological order, because it never works out the way they think it's gonna work. They think that it like makes the story better, but those stories are always designed in a way where the prequel material is intentionally giving you information related to things that you already know about. So doing it in order of chronology isn't doing it the way that it was intended to be viewed. You're not viewing the information in the capacity where it would have been the most interesting. Like, I know a lot of people that, like, they start people with the prequel Star Wars movies instead of the originals. But, like, if you start with the prequels instead of the originals, then you don't have the... I mean, everyone, like, kind of knows the story of Star Wars, so it's a little bit different, but, like, assuming that you didn't, you wouldn't be picking up on the hints they're giving you in the prequels of, like, how things are going to go the way that they go. So, yeah, it's kind of the same with prequel games as well. Yes, exactly. The gameplay gets better as you go through them. Only exception with Devil May Cry is that Devil May Cry 2's gameplay is pretty much objectively worse than Devil May Cry 1. In like almost everyone unanimously agrees it. I like Devil May Cry 2, but Devil May Cry 2 is a black sheep of the entire franchise. So you're a silly looking dude. Oh, the queen is coming. I've been waiting so long, and now she's almost here. I feel like I'm about to burst. I've kept it safe, this sacred garden. I've kept it safe for all this time, and soon the queen will return and teach me to fly. Shall we wait together, stranger? Shall we play together? Let's go for it. Yeah, exactly. The game gets inferior if you play them out of order. Like, you don't want the gameplay to feel worse and like lose mechanics. You want to gain mechanics as the franchise ages. These noises are incredible. I love them. What a fun guy. Or girl, whatever they are. I don't know what they are. I don't know. Yeah, they are wonderful. Oh no. First appearance of Devil May Cry as kids. Original PS2. Uncle. Got to finish first boss. It's not over. Yeah. Yeah. I had a couple experiences like that. I'd like to, at some point in time, I'm probably gonna make a video about my, my experiences with, like, Kingdom Hearts, throughout my life. Like, cliff notes of, like, how I got introduced to it is I basically ended up going to a, family friends party, and then I got stuck upstairs with like the other kids, and they were all way older than me. Like they were all like high school girls and whatnot, and I was like a little fella. They had Kingdom Hearts going, and I was just completely enamored with it. I loved it, and they all like gathered around. I think there was about like 5 or 6 high school girls or whatever. I'm just this little boy. They like set me down on the bed. They loaded up Kingdom Hearts and they showed it to me, and my world was just completely blown away. I had this little House of Mouse VHS tape, and it had a trailer for Kingdom Hearts on it, so like I had a little bit of an understanding of what it was. And God, it was just the most spectacular thing I had ever seen in my life. And I played through the tutorial, and I was so excited. And then it like it was about time for us to like leave the house, and I was in absolute tears, just completely distraught. My life was over because I had to stop playing this game, and I begged and begged that we had to go and buy this game like right now. I needed to have this game, but I could not wait until tomorrow. I need to have this. But eventually I guess I got either tired or whatever. I don't remember how it got resolved, but like we got the game the next day because I was like absolutely inconsolable without having this game in my life. So next day did everything to get the game, and then it was just off to the races. I wish you had an experience like that. Well, it's a unique experience. I don't think many people have an experience where they get so drawn into something. Little backstory. Thank you for enjoying it. I'll make a video about it at some point, because like literally without Kingdom Hearts I would be a completely different person, or possibly not here at all. Not trying to be dark at all, but like it's a deeply important series to me. When I have it in my bio, it says that Kingdom Hearts is like the most important thing in the world to me. I do mean that. Like it is legitimately that important to me. And yes, I am very hyped for Kingdom Hearts 4 in the anime. I loved KH3. A lot of people did not like it. They felt it was a disappointment. I thought it was wonderful. I had been telling people for a long time that like you're going to ruin yourself by getting overly hyped for Kingdom Hearts 3 and like believing that it's going to be this incredible thing. And I really legitimately think that people filled themselves with too many ideas of what they thought the game would be, that there was no way the game could have ever lived up to that concept of what they had in their head. So I really liked it. I thought it was excellent. It suffers from really big pacing issues. As someone that's very critical of like story writing, that can be, you know, sad to watch. Some really unfortunate pacing in like the story. It's great. It's quite fine. It just doesn't deliver it in quite the right way. Didn't Smash on the Wii. Ooh. I'd like to hear more about that. I didn't get to play Smash until Smash Ultimate. I was very upset that I couldn't play Smash on the Wii U because they added Cloud Strife, and I needed to play Cloud. I had to play Cloud. I wanted to play Cloud so bad. Did everything I could to get a Wii U just so I could play Cloud. I love Cloud, man. Cloud's so fun to play too. He's kind of gimped. Like he's not an incredible character, but God, I love him. Neither do I, but you have a fond nostalgic memories. A particular game can feel kind of comforting to think back on it. I would love to know what game that is. That would be really good to know. It's really it's really wonderful to have like comfort games you can go back to. I had a pretty rough childhood, so there were a lot of times that you know, I have memories of like really bad things going on. But like I had my Kingdom Hearts with me. Like I remember when fighting the Demnix fight in Kingdom Hearts 2, there were some really bad things happening in the house at the time. And I always remember it whenever I go back to do that boss fight. But even though there were really rough things that were going on, I don't get upset about it because it was such a... The positive feelings I have about the game are managed to outweigh the negative stuff that was going on. So, it's good stuff. About every year, I boot up KH2 and I go through the ending boss fight. Sometimes I'll go through KH1 and 2. Whenever I had like a really hard time with my breakups, I would, I'd do a new playthrough of Kingdom Hearts, and it would make it a lot easier to get through things. Got it as a gift from an aunt and played the heck out of it. The best game I owned on the Wii. If it wasn't for that game, I probably wouldn't own a Switch. That's really sweet. My friend has a really similar story with how he got into Sonic. His copy of Sonic Adventure 2 is super fun to him because his grandmother got it for him, and so I think he has it like wrapped up in like plastic and whatnot because it's such a sentimental gift that he was given from that family member. Oh, there's a bench past them? Yeah, maybe. I also could change charms and do a bit easier. Yeah. A lot of times I do have to, like, underplay how comforting it was, because a lot of times some people will get the concept that the only reason I like the game is because of, like, nostalgia and, like, the comforting factors and whatnot. So I'll kind of underplay what it did for me, but... because I really don't like that whenever people kind of devalue the love that you have for something based off of like nostalgia and like the memories and stuff that you've gone through with it being more important than like your genuine love for it as like a story or you know, whatever about it. So not sure great aspects. I mean, I love it. Oh, you sure that there are? Yeah, I'm sorry, I misread that. My mouse... Let me move my mouse. My mouse kind of got in the way. Yeah, there's quite a few good aspects in my opinion. Like, I really love a lot of the gameplay stuff and story, so... Yeah, I could talk about it for hours. Oh, there's a hole in the wall here. There's been a hole in the wall here this whole time. That's crazy. Oh, I wasn't able to get in here before. Oh, okay. This is new. Okay, I thought I had come in here before. Exactly. Exactly. That's one of the things that's really great about the KH series getting like remastered over the years and whatnot. No amount of nostalgia is going to be able to, you know, make me completely oblivious to the flaws of a game and like taking it into account if I'm like legitimately going through it and like taking notes or whatever and like looking at it objectively. And like, yeah, from my objective observation, I still believe them to be extremely high quality games, regardless of my own personal feelings for them. It's a good way of thinking about it. I think everyone has at least one thing that they could talk about for hours, and that's a wonderful thing. Yes, yes, it truly is. There's definitely, you know, there were times, like, in my early teenage years and whatnot, that I didn't feel like I had any type of passion or, you know, anything that really let me express myself, and I felt, like, listless in the world. And I think a lot of teenagers end up going through that. But I think a big reason that happened is because I kind of became embarrassed of the things that I was passionate about. And so I basically convinced myself that I didn't have any passions. Because, you know, the world kind of ends up conditioning a lot of people into thinking that, like, oh, your passions are really lame, you're nothing special, and all this, and like, oh, you'll never be the best at anything, and all that. The world beats you down a lot, so it's kind of like around your teenage years that you end up in a situation a lot of times that things start to feel pointless and whatnot. But eventually, and hopefully for most people, for me, I ended up rediscovering my passions, and that it's no longer an issue for me to express them. I always like to think of a replayed game today. Would I enjoy it as much as I did last time? But yeah, that's the really important thing about when you replay it, is like, how does it hold up now? And like, I can't say that me playing Kingdom Hearts 2, it's as good as it was when I played it originally, but it's still excellent. Like, it's still like probably my favorite game of all time is Kingdom Hearts 2. Yeah, my favorite game of all time is Kingdom Hearts 2. I don't enjoy it as much as I did when I played it originally, but I still enjoy it a hell of a lot. But that also says a lot for just how incredible it was at the time that I got to play it. Little one, I found it, the stag nest where I was born and raised. I've yet to go there again. My duty binds me to travel only where I am called. But if you wish to see it yourself, I could take you there. None may remain to welcome us, but the nest is still a sight to behold. Give me the word, and we will go there at once. Before you rang the bell, I'd almost forgotten this station existed. It was not often used by the common bugs, being a well-guarded retreat for the late queen. Even as overgrown as they've become, these gardens are still beautiful after all this time. I'm sure the queen would be happy to know that. So, is it just a... Yeah, okay. Hopefully it's not an issue if I make him wait a little while. Yeah, I think he'll be alright. If it still holds up, I tend to give it a higher score. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. That does kind of say something. If a game manages to hold up over time, it speaks volumes about how good it was, how good it is. I find, I don't know, like, it's difficult to quantify how good a game is sometimes. Like, whenever I beat Elden Ring, I was, like, really unsure how to feel about it, because I feel that Elden Ring is, like, a worse game than Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne, which I really, really love, but it's still a really good game and does a lot of really special things. And I feel like my own feelings toward Elden Ring kind of get drowned in the feelings that other people have towards it, so it can be difficult in situations like that to really grasp the quality of a game. Minimum 0 for I can replace something. I have had games where I've literally booted it up for a replay as soon as the credits rolled. But yeah, typically I need about a year. Okay, I'm gonna change my charm. Because we're like right here. I think a heavy blow, kind of get him off me. I don't need this. Definitely want quick healing. I'd like some range. Maybe... I don't particularly need the soul gain. We can pop this on. This is a pretty good setup. Nice. Got a little pogo going on there. God, your sounds are adorable. I'm gonna be sad when I beat this thing just because I love the sounds. Whoops, I went right into him. No, it's over. Let's see here. When it comes to nostalgia in games, I think that the most sentimental towards Night in the Woods. Ooh, have I heard of Night in the Woods? It's not a very old game, but it has a really realistic and relatable story and a beautiful art style. It was like these characters have such a natural feeling lives and such an ordinary problems, so that everything comes together to create an oddly comforting experience. I'm gonna look up Night in the Woods real quick. I feel like I've seen it. Night in the Woods. Oh, I know this game. I watched Press Heart to Continue, Dodger and Jesse play through this. Jesse Cox and Dodger played through this game, and I watched it with one of my best friends. We watched through this game. It did have a really good story. I liked it a lot. There were a lot of like really relatable issues, especially for like kind of our generation, like the generation that I fall into, and like my friends' generation. Like they're very relatable issues to that. So it was really good. I loved it, and the art style is very unique. It looks so drawn, but like the animation, like it makes it interesting to see like the pictures that look like they would be still images to move around, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's a cool game. Pretty tired, so I'm gonna try and sleep. Hope you have a great rest of the stream. Hopefully you can catch another. Thank you so much for coming here, Ninja Anime. I really appreciate you, and I appreciate you talking with me. It's been really great to chat with you. I hope to catch up with you sometime, and hopefully catch one of your streams as well. And sleep well. Oh, stranger, you're strong, much stronger than me. I've been waiting a long time, stranger. I've been fighting a long time, stranger. I'm very, very tired. The queen will be here soon. I just need to sleep a little. Wake me when the queen arrives, stranger. Perhaps the queen will teach us both to fly, stranger. That would be fun, wouldn't it? You gonna make me cry? You poor little thing. Protector of the root and leaf, we honor you. Damn. No worries, okay. See you soon, Ninja Anime. Thank you for sharing your feelings on In the Woods, by the way. Irinthus. I still have trouble saying your name, but I really appreciate you sharing that with me. Oh, it's nice of you to wish him farewell, too. Where am I? Oh, I don't have my compass on. That's why I can't see myself. Let me go do that. I like changing charms for fights is such a big change up. Maybe it's like partly mental, because like I go into a fight and like when I'm not prepared for it, the first thought in my head is like, oh no, I don't have charms set up for this. I'm still on my exploration set. But it like changes everything, having charms for a boss fight. Like I kind of slid into Valley Girl there. It's just how it is. Sometimes you slip into a type of voice. I love doing silly little Valley Girl voices with my friends and whatnot. It made me so happy to see like the Hololive girls kind of get into that trend and playing around with that. I hope that doesn't upset anyone from like SoCal. I don't think it will, because it's such a like overblown type of voice. But God, it's such a fun voice to play around in. Hey, good to see you. Thank you so much for helping me with the Discord last night. I didn't get to properly thank you, but yeah, I really appreciate that, because I'm so clueless with tech. I spent like an hour trying to figure out why my capture card was like buffering sound before stream earlier. I know absolutely nothing of what I'm doing. I'm a creative person, but I am not a technically literate person. Type of voice you're referring to, but if it's fun to do, there shouldn't be a problem with that. Thank you. I'm talking about like the kind of like the Mean Girls voice. The like, oh my god, would you look at that? Like, oh my god, Becky, that voice. That's the like SoCal voice. Like it's the California girl voice. Let's see. I love how these guys look like they're wearing like a little ghillie suit. I'm not too big a fan of them shooting. Oh, they're not supposed to look like ghillie suits. They're supposed to look like hedgehogs, because they have like the fur on the back and then they have like the bare belly. They're little hedgehogs. That's cute. I got a chinchilla recently. I think I mentioned this on a different stream, but it's been really cute to play around with the chinchilla. It's very small. Unfortunately, the dust kind of irritates my sinuses quite a bit, so I can't be as like hands-on and like cuddle with the Ooh, trigger lord. I can't be as cuddly with the chinchilla as I am with like my cat, because it'll like mess with my sinuses. Please don't hit me. Okay, we're changing charms again. Oh. Hey, a Twitter message. No prob if you need help with any technical issues. Okay. That's really good to know. I'll probably hit you up with technical issues. Definitely. Because I run into them a lot. Also, I love the Fischl picture that you have on your Discord. I really love Fischl. She's one of my favorite Genshin characters. I've been really enjoying her her story in the new event. I love Fischl. Oh yeah, up game. If you're here right now, I'll ask you again later if you're not. But what is your picture? Like your profile picture is very unique. It's like a symbol that I'm not familiar with. I didn't change my charms. I gotta go back to the bench. Whoops. Oh. I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like old medieval like crusader symbols. I don't know what it is. So cute. I haven't played it. Yeah. Playing Genshin can be a chore sometimes. I love the event. I love the storyline for the event. I can't say that I particularly enjoy playing the event. You watch your girlfriend play it? That's good. I'm talking about the hang on, let me adjust my posture. Much better. I'm talking about the what do they call it? Island something. It's the island event where you go to the island archipelagos, and Fischl is trying to give birth to the Immernachtreich area from her little story that she's always telling people about how she's from another universe. So you go to the islands, and then like you get to like peer into like dreams and memories of the characters that you're hanging out with, and they're all like characters from like the current banner. So like you get to go into like Kazuha's memories, and like Xinyan, and who else is with us? Mona. So there's a bunch of little interesting character stuff. I went to the bench again and didn't change charms. What am I doing? Yeah, my issue with the limited time events, especially the island archipelago, they brought the island back. They brought it back in the form that the previous event ended in, which leads me to believe that my friends that never got to do that event are never going to get to do the original event, which was probably the most heartwarming thing in Genshin, was the storyline of like going around with Klee to look for the Dodoko King, and like the really heartfelt like ending cutscene for that event between like her and her mother talking. These are wonderful things that should not be limited time, and I can't believe that they would make entire zones and like voice acted quest lines that aren't just going to be like permanent fixtures that people can do. It's absolutely insane. It's the thing that always drove me up the wall with World of Warcraft and like made me, you know, so annoyed that I didn't even want to play it, was hearing about all of these things that happen in World of Warcraft, these like different instances people got to go into, and like pieces of content that were removed over time. It just drives me insane. I can't stand limited time content. Taking content away from the game is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. Like, if you ever like quarantine it off, like it's a piece of bad content that like makes issues for the game, quarantine it off. Remove the reward structure that it has if it's creating issues. Don't remove the content from the game. Let it be playable. Final Fantasy XIV removed one piece of content one time, which was the Sky Islands that they did for the Heavensward expansion. They reworked it like 3 times, and you can still go to the Diadem now, which is the zone name. You can go to the Diadem. It doesn't look the same as it used to, and it's not the same type of content, but they still find a way to incorporate that area doesn't go to be useless, that players still get to experience the Diadem in some fashion. And I really love that design philosophy. Like, no piece of content should be taken away from players. Yeah, why delete a whole quest map? I didn't do the, they had an event in Economia. I couldn't be bothered to do it. I absolutely did not enjoy it. But now I'm worried that, like, because I didn't do that event in Economia, I'm literally never going to get to see what happened there. I think we might just go for quick focus and deep focus here. And then we got 2 charm slots. Get a little extra health. No. Ooh, dream. Yeah, Soul Catcher. Soul Catcher's where it's at. Hell yeah. Yeah. I get a little bit heated about that. Especially coming from mobile games and like being into Japanese games. Especially Japanese mobile games. Very often, players want to have exclusive content for their region. So they want to have characters and quest lines and stuff that are exclusive to the global version of the game that Japanese players don't get, because Japan gets the content first, and sometimes they also get some content that we on the global server never get access to. I find that to be incredibly spiteful, incredibly nearsighted. I can't imagine wanting to take away content from a group of players. Like, why would you want to hold exclusivity over content away from another group of players? I understand being upset that you don't get the content that they're getting, but like, that's the issue you should be trying to resolve, not trying to get content that they can't have. And I feel the same way about like Warframe. For the longest time, you like Excalibur, the character you start the game with, really fun character to play around with. Excalibur Prime was only given to people that supported the game during the beta. So if you liked Excalibur and you wanted to play a version of Excalibur that was like considered to be, you know, on the prime level of character, basically like a 5-star character capable of doing like in-game stuff, too bad if you didn't support the beta, you don't get to be one of us, which felt really crappy. Now you can get Excalibur Umbra, so the problem's solved a little bit. But it was really yucky for a long time, and everyone was like, well, you know, you didn't support the beta, so you don't deserve to have this content. And I just can't agree with that. Like, I have Dead by Daylight, and I have the Stranger Things pack on Dead by Daylight. You can't buy the Stranger Things pack anymore. In no way, shape, or form does me having Demogorgon or having been able to play on Hawkins while it was in the game, that in no way makes me feel good. I don't feel good that I have that and other people don't. I just feel yucky that other people don't get to have it. I'm glad that I have it because I love playing as like Demogorgon and I want to have the content, but like I especially want everyone to be able to have it. Oh wow, that's a big shockwave. What? Oh, you have to shade dash through it. Okay. Once again, my pursuit of trying to get heals off is making me take more damage. I need to just be comfortable being at low health sometimes. It's a very valid point. Maybe it has something to do with giving a stronger incentive to play the games, but could easily be for another reason entirely. Yeah, I feel you. I don't know. I feel that, like, especially for like Westerners, and I say this because like I see it so much in global from like Americans especially. There's such a strong concept of I want what's mine, like this selfishness that's like ingrained into people. Like this validation that people get by having something that other people don't get to have access to, and I'll just never understand it. Like I'll never be able to wrap my mind around that. Go ahead and smack him for some soul. Oh, that was a bad idea. Should have just let him be. Can I get some green essence off his corpse? No. Oh, his corpse is breakable. There we go, we got some soul off of that. We came out positive. open the fight with a charged hit. Okay. Let's get that health back. Get a charge hit in. Okay, he did a roar. Oh, he did 2 damage. Okay. I like this fight. I'm quite surprised that this fight is as engaging as it is. Ooh. We have a lot of Dream Essence at this point. We can go get that ability whenever. Whoops. Getting a little bit of a headache. I hope that doesn't persist, because actually, let me take some ibuprofen real quick. Be right back. Alright, I am back. I realized that I had the ibuprofen in, like, my bag, my work bag that's, like, right beside me, so I went ahead and got it. Hopefully that will help out, because otherwise if the headache gets too bad, then, you know, I'll have to end stream sooner than I would like. I think I'm also just a little bit hungry, a little peckish. I made some flatbread with like tomatoes, onions, and olives and stuff earlier, but didn't really fill me up or sustain me, because that's not really a large source of veg. It's just like some veg toppings and then like carbs mostly. Just to go through the enemy attacks. Yeah, I still, like, I'm having to deal with the muscle memory from before. Not really muscle memory, kind of just the mental idea of like how you deal with mechanics. I'm having to like relearn things. I should probably, I'm gonna make a more active effort to do more shadow dashing. Oh, I'll be fine. My headaches aren't anything severe. Ooh, ow, ooh. Oh, this is bad. Okay, okay, okay. Put some distance. Please don't hit me. Ooh. I hope it's not frustrating to watch me die to stuff, by the way. Because, like, I'm gonna play in a way, I mean, I do this to, like, every game, that I kind of, like, I'm gonna make stupid mistakes, and just kind of, like, hurl myself at it repeatedly. I'm not gonna play in like a super defensive, like slow. Basically, I'm not gonna use my brain a huge amount in every counter. You're gonna see me make the same mistake a couple times over, but it's just kind of the way that I like to go at it. I am thinking, like I am learning. It just maybe looks like I'm just going full monkey mode because I'm hurling myself at it so that I can get the hands-on experience with it. I'm a very hands-on learner. This was very much a thing whenever I was doing Savage raiding in Final Fantasy XIV, is that you could sit me down for like an entire day, 2 days even, sit me down with like a MS Paint, a PowerPoint presentation explaining all the mechanics to me. You could drill it into my head, but the second that I get into that fight, I'm gonna mess up those mechanics. And I'm going to have to mess them up several times because I have to learn in a hands-on way. I get zero... I get nothing out of the pre-planning stage, really. Having a little bit of a plan, you know, it's nice, it helps, but I need the hands-on. That's one thing that made education very difficult for me, especially like doing like homeschool stuff and like having to teach myself a lot of things. Like I basically need to find practical ways to put them into practice before I can like learn them. Woo. Boy. The quick and deep strategy is not going so well now that this guy's doing 2 damage to me. Woo! Oh, I landed on him. Wasn't fast enough on my attack. Maybe I should take off deep focus. Well, no. Because... I don't know. I could do what I did for, Hornet Man, which is just... not even worry about healing. Healing, like, not being a factor. We might end up resorting to that. Just, like, burn everything on spells. Completely forget that healing is a thing. We might end up going with that. Woo. Let me smack him with that. Oh. I like the controller vibration whenever you Abyss Drive through that. It's like the column is so filled with like dark energy that like it, you know, it's rumbling you to your core as you phase through it. I was trying to incorporate dash slash, but I don't actually... I still don't see a whole lot of use for it. Is it difficult for you to watch this up game? Like, is it frustrating to watch me fail for you? Like, it seems like it might be. Cause I'm chill as a cucumber. I'm doing just fine. I feel great. Okay, I kind of like the rhythm we were getting into there. I don't want to do that near a corner, though. We're going to forego the healing. We're going to go aggressive. So let's do, I want to do, like, Nail. We'll do Mark Pride. Could do Dream Shield, just because it'll get us a little bit of extra damage. It might also clear out the blades. If it can clear the blades, maybe we do keep Quick Heal on. We could try this. This is pretty good. Let's give this a shot. That way we have the Quick Heal as a backup. I really want to see if the shield can handle those blades that he throws out. Because if he does, then we get really good opportunities for healing. Not having the Dream Charm on gimps the shield, though. Might be something to consider when I get back to the bench. I might go for Long Nail instead of Mark of Pride. And, fit the Dream thingy in. I'm definitely not going to be able to get off Dream Slashes in the middle of the fight. Like, that's not going to happen. I'm glad I don't really forget the path here. That's a good thing for me. Whoops. Okay. I like that. I like being hyper aggressive like that. Like going really grounded, just going for the dashes really rapidly, getting in as many hits as I can. I like that. I like that a lot. The shield wasn't doing a whole lot for me. Also, he's not gonna blow the blades out if I'm like on him like that. So like maybe drop that. We're on him so much. Let's do Long Nail instead of Mark. We could do Fury. I'm tempted for Shaman Stone. Could go Glowing Womb, because I'm not using my soul. No, the explosions will distract me. And like the sound cues. I don't want to do that. Steady Body's pretty good. I don't know. But if you're not gonna heal, yeah, probably gonna use Shaman. I guess I should drop Quick Focus. It's like if I do decide to heal, if I get an opportunity where I really want to heal, I like having this, but maybe do that, and then maybe we do Thorn for the extra damage. Could also do Joni. Could do Joni. kind of like this idea. Because it gives me time to make mistakes. But not have to go for healing. Like, lets me keep being aggressive. And not needing to really pay the consequence for my mistakes. Yeah, I think this is the play. The only real concern is how much damage I'm gonna take on the way to the boss. The answer is none. When it matters, none. Ooh, okay. I kept ending up in situations where I would accidentally do an input to dash away, and then I had to compensate. So I did kind of feel the range. I think I missed a couple hits. No, I don't want to drop Shaman. Shaman's such good damage. Let's just go for the skin. It's a good setup. I just gotta play better. I'm also gonna turn my TV up 1 point, because his growl is a really good indicator of when he goes for the... Oh, there goes 1 point of damage. When he goes for the dash, so I kind of want to be able to hear the growl. Whoops, well. I gotta not dash away from these guys. Hey, 1 health. We did it. These didn't unlock. Yeah, oh, now they're unlocked. I thought that might happen for some reason. Okay, that'll hurt me. Is there somewhere I can heal nearby? Let's just walk back. Because I don't know what's on the other side over there. Whoop. Fast track to the bench. Whoops. Where are we? There we are. Okay. Yeah, I like that fight. It's honestly a pretty cool fight. I look forward to doing a harder version of it. Like, it has a very solid rhythm to it. Like, once you learn the rhythm of it, it's not too bad. I was still taking, like, dumb damage of, like, not spacing myself properly, like, dashing into him, and, like, dashing into attacks that I shouldn't be. This is not the way. We don't have to fight this. But if I can just get, like, spacing down for a harder version of it, the rhythm pretty much solves all the problems. That's one of the things I love about Final Fantasy XIV fights, is because every fight, once you learn the mechanics, it becomes a elegant dance that you do where the boss's mechanics, every move the boss is throwing out is essentially a different step in the footwork. Oh hey, you're on YouTube. Good to see you, buddy. Oh hey, my internet hates Twitch, apparently. That sucks. Yeah, Twitch is more troublesome than YouTube is whenever your internet's being buggy. YouTube just runs a lot better. It's almost like YouTube is a better platform in a lot of ways, but Twitch didn't hear me say that. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Final Fantasy XIV fights, they're really a dance. The bosses throw out a move. It's like they've moved their foot, and now you move yours. And so you're just responding to each other back and forth, and it just becomes this nice little rhythm of you do that, I do this, and you flow off of each other one after another. And it is the exact same feeling for, you know, a slow waltz. Ooh, this is really pretty. It's so pretty. Sorry, I want you in my journal. So having trouble. No, I beat him. I went full aggression mode, no healing. Just went all in. Ooh. So the music here, that's a harp. It reminds me a lot. I'm gonna do this again. Once again, we're back to Dark Souls. Sorry, but it reminds me a lot of the Great Tree music that they play in Dark Souls, which is like, I'm not saying that that's the inspiration here, but it's the same type of like derivative idea of like this like ethereal type of really old being, you know, this thing that came before, you know, almost primordial to us, but it's like this ethereal elegance. Hello there, your eyes are adorable. White lady. Oh, one arrives. Far it walks to find me. Did it seek my aid? Or did the path carry it by chance to so pertinent a place? It is true that you were awaited. No, perhaps that is inaccurate. True, one like you was awaited. I have a gift, held long for one of your kind. Half of a whole, when united, great power is granted, and on the path ahead, great power it will need. Taken white fragment. It faced the gendered child. She's a fierce foe, strong in mind and body, striking reflection of her mother. Though the two were permitted little time together, I never begrudged the worm's dalliance as bargain. In fact, I feel some affection for the creature birthed. If your paths were ever to align, I imagine you might gain yourself a powerful ally. Within my roots, the weakening of the vessel I plainly feel. Only two obvious outcomes there are from such a thing. The first is inevitable on current course, regression. All minds relinquish to the pernicious plague. The second I find preferable. I would seek your aid in its occurrence. Replacement. I implore you, usurp the vessel. Its supposed strength was ill-judged. It was tarnished by an idea instilled. But you are free of such blemishes. You could contain that thing inside. I'll offer fair warning. The vessel may itself be weak, but it is much empowered by the force within. To claim its role requires strength of some magnitude. Prepare yourself well before attempting the task. Prepare well, but don't dally. Were the vessel to break prematurely, that plague would unleash with rage and power built of ages chained. What do you dream? So it can access a mind. Then the seal shall break before its blade. Thank you, Mama. Precious Twee Mama. I love you, Twee Mama. I want to hug you. Thank you for your wisdom, Twee Mama. I love Tree Mama. Tree Mama's my favorite NPC now. I want to live here with Tree Mama. I want Tree Mama to hold me. I like, dude, this NPC design here, real cool. Yeah, Tree Mama. She a mama. She's the world's mama. Like, she a mama. She big mama vibes. Not in like a weird way, but like, you know, she a mama. Like, she give me like big Mother Crystal vibes from like Final Fantasy. Like, you know, that she's a mother to all. You know, she is the embodiment of like Mother Nature. I'm not saying that's her story, I'm saying like that's her vibe, you know, that's her aura that she's like giving off. You know, like maybe part of that is me projecting, but she mama. We have some stuff to the bottom right there. No, that just connects to Queen Station. We do got some stuff over there, though. I want to go to this. This is a good time to go to Stag Nest. But yeah, she gives me mama vibes. Yeah, it's one of those people, creatures, things, places where you feel a safety, you know, an understanding, a nurturing, and that's what a mother is like supposed to be. So, she tree mama. This is not the way. How? This is the way. Alright, Staggy boy. Let's check out your home. Do explore the bottom right part of Queen's Garden, though. For some reason, that part is always explored. Even if you haven't. Bottom, yeah, okay, I'm thinking. Yeah, I feel like I did go there, because I hit Queen Station. No. We'll go check it out. Just to make sure it's not bugged. We came over here. I have a feeling that towards the end of this playthrough, I'll probably need to like look up a checklist of the grubs or something, because I'm probably missing a couple obscure ones. Oh yeah, let me look at the description of the item she gave me. Goes my charm area. Fragment of a white charm. It cannot be equipped. I'm gonna go in here. Whoa. You will know if you miss any grubs. You will get to that point. Okay. I imagine, because they pop up in the background, that little area, you can probably also, like, if you see an absentee in that area, you can probably pinpoint which grub you're missing as well. Yep, we haven't been over here. Love key. I wonder if that has anything to do with the love tower. Covered in padding, it bears a symbol of love. I feel like that has to do something with the love tower. Right there, Tower of Love. Is that a door there? It's probably a door. Yeah. Right. Actually, I don't need to go this way. Well, it's quicker, just go to Clink Station. Damn, my situational awareness. My words got jumbled there. Cause I took a couple extended moments of not talking, so my words got jumbled. I am There we go. Have any webtoon or book recommendations? To be honest with you, the only... I don't know if I want to say this. The only webtoon that I've really gotten into is Sexercise. Which I don't know if I should recommend. I like it because like I'm into fitness. And I'm pretty open with that type of topic and subject, so I enjoy that webtoon. There's some other cute ones I've read. I mostly read, like I read that, and then I read like, I can't remember what the Korean word for it is, but like I read quite a bit of yaoi. So, yeah. Book recommendations, though. I read a lot of non-fiction and like kind of like mindfulness books, so I'm not gonna recommend those. Yeah, I don't know what to recommend really, because I feel like the subjects that I read in, they're usually like extra media material for series that I'm already into, or they're like nonfiction. Being back in my old home, I feel the weight of my long bearing down on me, of my long life bearing down on me. Just remember that you have asked me something, sorry. I can't remember if I asked you anything. I carry it proudly, though. Wherever I travel, the memories of my family and my kind have come with me. Oh, there's so many dead ones. But nothing has really stuck, you know? Yeah, I've been there. I'm glad you're reading, though. I get really concerned that people aren't reading enough these days, so I'm glad that you are reading. An empty eggshell. Hmm. Interesting. How interesting. So this is their birthplace. The empty egg. I'm gonna inspect that again. There's like two possible implications here. One, so there was a new hatching. There was a recently born stag. Or there's a possible implication that these eggs are empty and infertile. I think the hatching is more likely. And we also got the hope achievement for coming here. So this would have lifted the stags. What do you think of my old home, little one? It was full of life once, stags coming and going, swapping stories of the places they'd been and the passengers they'd met. For a long time now, I've considered myself the only one remaining, the last stag. But being in the nest again, there's something in the air. A smell. Or a warmth? Or a presence, perhaps. Could it be? Other stags have made their way out in the wider world? Yes. I will hold on to that hope. My kin, still alive, still out there, journeying beyond these lands. But for me, I would never abandon the stagways. Not as long as passengers still need them. I can tell you still have an important work to do. I will be your companion as long as my old body still serves. Let us enjoy the old stagways of this kingdom together a little longer. Well, I'm glad that he is has some hope now. I'm curious if we'll see stags in Silk Song. Can't remember the name of the land that they go to. Oh, his name changed. That's cool. That's cool. Faring well in your adventures below. Well, I had an adventure of my own while you were gone. I don't usually visit the town's graveyard, but I thought I'd go and visit the old grave of an old friend. I was walking amongst the tombstones, and I noticed a strange kind of chanting coming from somewhere nearby. Extremely sinister chanting. I looked around to find the source and saw two bright, horrible, huge eyes staring at me from the door in the dark cave. I pretended I hadn't heard the voice or seen the eyes and scurried back to town. My friend will have to wait a little longer for her visit. It's, ooh. But that's not the only danger I had overcome in my quest for glory. You've only noticed this trophy, haven't you? A keepsake from my final, triumphant battle deep in the pit below us. Yes, Lifeender claimed another victim, and the crowd erupted into ecstatic cheering. Cheering that was both loud and utterly sincere. To what do I owe my long string of triumphs and victories, you asked? As I said earlier, the key is in my personal philosophy, the 57 precepts of Zot. Particularly relevant here is the first precept, always win your battles. As for the other 56 precepts, well... Precept 2, never let them laugh at you. Fools laugh at everything, even at their superiors, but beware, laughter isn't harmless. Laughter spreads like a disease, and soon everyone is laughing at you. You need to strike at the source of this perverse merriment quickly to stop it from spreading. Precept 3. All take their toll on your body. When you rest, your body strengthens and repairs itself. The longer you rest, the stronger you become. That one's actually kind of legitimate. That one actually maybe remember that one. I haven't talked to Sly in a while because I bought everything from him. I'll go check up on him though. Precept 4. Forget your past. The past is painful, and thinking about your past can only bring you misery. Think about something else instead, such as the future or some food. That one's tricky. Precept 5. Strength beats strength. Is your opponent strong? No matter. Simply overcome their strength with even more strength, and they'll soon be defeated. Yeah, that one's stupid. Don't listen to that one. Precept 6. Choose your own fate. Our elders teach us that fate is chosen for us before we are even born. I disagree. Okay, that one's legit. That one I agree with. Precept 7. Mourn not the dead. When we die, do things get better for us or worse? There's no way to tell, so we shouldn't bother mourning, or celebrating for that matter. Okay, that one's like getting close to nihilism, and like that's dangerous, so careful. Precept 8. Travel alone. You can rely on no one, and nobody will always be loyal. Therefore, nobody should be your constant companion. Yeah, no, that one's done. Precept 9. Keep your home tidy. Your home is where you keep your most prized possession, yourself. Therefore, you should make an effort to keep it nice and clean. Okay, that one's pretty legit. Precept 10. Keep your weapon sharp. I make sure that my weapon, Lifeender, is kept well sharpened at all times. This makes it easier to cut things. Yeah, that's fair. Precept 11. Mothers will always betray you. This precept explains itself. Okay. Precept 12. Keep your cloak dry. If your cloak gets wet, dry it as soon as you can. Wearing a wet cloak is unpleasant and can lead to illness. Yeah, he definitely has some parental issues. Precept 13. Never be afraid. Fear can only hold you back. Facing your fears can be tremendous effort. Therefore, you should just not be afraid in the first place. Fear is actually quite useful sometimes. It can point you in the right direction. You don't let fear control you. You acknowledge it. You follow the thread. You look at why you're afraid. And it'll show you things that perhaps you weren't aware of previously. So fear is not something to completely ignore. Precept 14. Respect your superiors. If someone is your superior in strength or intellect or both, you need to show them your respect. Don't ignore them or laugh at them. That one's kinda fair, yeah, mostly. Precept 15. One foe, one blow. You should only use a single blow to defeat an enemy. Any more is a waste. Also, by counting your blows as you fight, you'll know how many foes you've defeated. This is going on a while. Precept 16. Don't hesitate. Once you've made a decision, carry it out and don't look back. You'll achieve much more this way. That's a half-truth. You should have conviction and, like, carry through, but yeah, don't. Yeah. Precept 17. Believe in your strength. Others may doubt you, but there's someone you can always trust. Yourself. Make sure to believe in your own strength and you will never falter. That one's kinda correct. Precept 18. Seek truth in the darkness. This precept also explains itself. Precept 19. If you try, succeed. If you're going to attempt something, make sure you achieve it. If you do not succeed, then you have actually failed. Avoid this at all costs. That one's bullshit. Precept 20. Speak only the truth. When speaking to someone, it is courteous and also efficient to speak truthfully. Beware, though, that speaking truthfully may make you enemies. That is something you'll have to bear. Well, I struggled with that one. You have to learn an element of tact, but yes, honesty is important. Precept 21. Be aware of your surroundings. Don't just walk along staring at the ground. You need to look up every so often to make sure nothing takes you by surprise. Yeah, I mean, you should look up the world to take it in, but you don't need to be paranoid. In this world, maybe you should be a little paranoid. Precept 22. Abandon the nest. As soon as I could, I left my birthplace and made my way out into the world. Do not linger in the nest. There's nothing for you there. There's nothing for him. Precept 23. Identify the foe's weak point. Every foe you encounter has a weak point, such as a crack in their shell or being asleep. You must constantly be alert and scrutinizing your enemy to detect their weakness. Okay. Precept 24. Strike the foe's weak point. Once you have identified the foe's weak point, as per the previous precept, strike it. This will instantly destroy them. Precept 25. Protect your own weak point. Be aware that your foe will try to identify your weak point, so you must protect it. The best protection, never having a weak point in the first place. Take a drink of water. Remember to hydrate. That should be a precept. Precept 26. Don't trust your reflection. When peering at certain shining surfaces, you may see a copy of your own face. The face will mimic your movements and seem similar to your own, but I don't think it can be trusted. Alright, you're nuts. Precept 27. Eat as much as you can. When having a meal, eat as much as you possibly can. This gives you extra energy and means you can eat less frequently. Absolutely worst one yet. Terrible advice. Precept 28. Don't peer into the darkness. Yeah, this is getting into ASMR territory. I'm making him a little louder because of Zote, but this is kind of that territory. If you peer into the darkness and can't see anything for too long, your mind will start to linger over old memories. Memories are to be avoided as per Precept 4. That sounds like depression. That sounds a lot like depression. Precept 29. Develop your sense of direction. It's easy to get lost when traveling through winding, twisting caverns. Having a good sense of direction is like having a magical map inside your head. Very useful. I mean, yeah, kinda. Precept 30. Never accept a promise. Spurn the promise of others, as they will always be broken. Promises of love or betrothal are to be avoided especially. Jeez. Precept 31. Disease lives inside of dirt. You'll get sick if you spend too much time in filthy places. If you are staying in someone else's home, demand the highest level of cleanliness from your host. Kinda. Precept 32. Names have power. Names have power, and so, name something is to grant it power. I, myself, named my nail Life Ender. Do not steal the name I came up with. Invent your own. Original character, do not steal. My Sonic OC is my own. It is a force of power. He is right though. Giving names to things is a form of giving it power. This theme plays out in Final Fantasy X a little bit. When you give words to something, when you give it a name, your mind will start to fill in the blanks. You'll start to consider all these things. Like in Final Fantasy X, for example, there's a shot that they do with the Blitzball, and they call it the Jek shot. And because they call it the Jek shot, and for a bunch of other reasons, there's this perception that only Jek can do it, that it's his shot, you know, it's this pro player shot. If Michael B. Jordan had like the Michael B. Jordan dunk, you would have this idea that you can't do it, that it's beyond you. So by giving words to it, by giving it this name, you create this identity for it that can hold you back. This can also be used in a good way, in a powerful way. But it's something to keep in mind. Precept 33, show the enemy no respect. Being gallant to your enemies is no virtue. If someone opposes you, they don't deserve respect or kindness or mercy. Yeah, that one's BS. 34, don't eat immediately before sleeping. This can cause restlessness and indigestion. It's just common sense. Yeah, kinda. Precept 35, up is up, down is down. If you fall over in the darkness, it can be easy to lose your bearing and forget which way is up. Keep this precept in mind. What? Okay. Precept 36, eggshells are brittle. Once again, this precept explains itself. Okay. Precept 37, burrow, but do not lend. If you lend and are repaid, you gain nothing. If you borrow, but do not repay, you gain everything. That's stealing. Sorry I said burrow. Dude, the words are starting to blend together a little. I'm gonna do this, though. I'm gonna get through all of these. Precept 38, beware the mysterious force. A mysterious force bears down on us from above, pushing us downwards. If you spend too long in the air, the force will crush you against the ground and destroy you. Beware. Oh, gravity. Precept 39, eat quickly and drink slowly. Your body is a delicate thing, and you must fuel it with great deliberation. Food must go in as fast as possible, but fluids at a slower rate. What? No. Precept 40, obey no law but your own. Laws are written by others, may inconvenience you or be a burden. Let your own desires be the only law. Yee, dangerous. Precept 41, learn to detect lies. When others speak, they usually lie. Scrutinize and question them relentlessly until they reveal their deceit. I would not recommend that. Precept 42, spend Geo when you have it. Some will cling on to their Geo, even taking it into the dirt with them when they die. It is better to spend it when you can, so you can enjoy various things in life. That's a half-truth. Precept 43, never forgive. If someone asks for forgiveness, for example, a brother of yours, always deny it. That brother or whoever it is doesn't deserve such a thing. Alright, he has brother issues too. Yeah, Zoe discovered gravity in this universe. He's alternate universe Isaac Newton. Wasn't Isaac Newton a jerk? I can't remember, but I seem to remember reading that Isaac Newton was kind of a jerk, so maybe. Precept 44, you cannot breathe water. Water is refreshing, but if you try to breathe in it, you are in for a nasty shock. Hate him or love him, he's spitting facts on that one. Precept 45, one thing is not another. This one should be obvious, but I've had others try to argue that one thing, which is clearly what it is, and not something else, is actually some other thing, which isn't. Stay on your guard. Okay. Precept 46, the world is smaller than you think. When young, you tend to think that the world is vast, huge, gigantic. It's only natural. Unfortunately, it's quite a lot smaller than that. I can say this, now having traveled everywhere in the land. Yeah, no, the world's actually bigger than you think it is. But, yeah. Precept 47, make your own weapon. Only you know exactly what is needed in your weapon. I myself fashioned Life Ender from shell wood at a young age. It has never failed me, nor I it. That makes sense why it didn't hurt us. Precept 48, be careful with fire. Fire is a type of hot spirit that dances about recklessly. It can warm you and provide light. It will also singe your shell if it gets too close. Oh, facts? Precept 49, statues are meaningless. Do not honor them. No one has ever made a statue of you or I, so why should we pay them any attention? Alright. Precept 50. Don't linger on mysteries. Some things in the world appear to us as a puzzle or enigmas. If the meaning behind something is not immediately evident, though, don't waste any time thinking about it. Just move on. Okay, that one might be the worst. Precept 51. Nothing is harmless. Given the chance, everything in this world will hurt you. Friends, foes, monsters, uneven paths. Be suspicious of them all. Eesh. Precept 52. Beware the jealousy of fathers. Fathers believe that because they created us, we must serve them and never exceed their capabilities. If you wish to forge your own path, you must vanquish your father or simply abandon him. Relatable. Precept 53. Do not steal the desires of others. Of themselves. If you catch a glimpse of another's desires, resist the urge to claim them as your own. It will not lead you to your happiness. There's a little bit of merit to that, but only a bit. Precept 54. If you lock something away, keep the key. Nothing should be locked away forever, so hold on to your keys. You will eventually return and unlock everything you hid away. Some things, maybe not. 55. Bow to no one. There are those in the world who would impose their will on others. They claim ownership over your food, your land, your body, and even your thoughts. They have done nothing to earn these things. Never bow to them, and make sure to disobey their commands. Care about lore. Precept 56. Do not dream. Dreams are dangerous things. Strange ideas, not your own, can worm their way into your mind. But if you resist those ideas, sickness will rack your body. Best not to dream at all, like me. Precept 57. Obey all precepts. Most importantly, you must commit all precepts to memory and obey them unfailingly, including this one. Have you truly listened to everything I said? Let's start again and repeat 57 precepts or so. Wow. It was actually 57. I thought he would stop after like 3. Grey Prince, so dark, so troubled. I came to this... Wait. Promise I made so long ago. Promise to myself. A promise of glory. Glory for I, Zoth the Mighty. I never doubted myself, never faltered. Now I've achieved everything I desired. Not you. I want it here. Heroic. Beautiful. Have you updated your fanfiction? Let's find out. Oh, this is not.
Bapanada.
Yes, same dialogue as before. The Grey Prince, heaving heavy breaths, flushed from the exertion of battle, the figure emerged from the well. Triumphant was his, and trophy he bore to prove it, the fearsome skull of his vanquished opponent. Startling warning he brought into the village, one that rung so true. Their white savior, thought a hero by the bugs, was a vicious beast, and this shrouded Grey Prince was in truth the hero deserved. With honor and humility, he recounted his quest below, his epic journey of one purpose, to find her, to protect her, his Grey Maiden, his partner in darkness. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, this kind of reminds me of the segment when you're falling in Alice in Wonderland. Oh my god. Terrifying, beautiful, powerful, great Prince Zote. How am I to stand against such mightiness? Okay, the music's kind of bass though. That's cool. We'll hit that up here in a minute. I wanna read the rest of what the people had to say. That's crazy. Let's go see what Gigi's up to.
Really?
I love you.
Oh boy.
Ah, hello again. How have you been faring? Have you come to me because of your regrets? Let me peer into you. Oh, you don't appear to have any lingering regrets. How lucky for you. You don't need services such as... Oh, I'm trembling. He's spooky. I don't stand a chance. So, another would join our group. I have a gift for you, warrior. As a shopkeeper, I admit free is rather difficult. But as the great nail sage, I must recognize your skill. You have mastered the arts of my remaining pupils. Now tradition decrees you too may hold the symbol. Wear it proudly, Nail Master. You shall be the last to receive its like. Nail Master's glory. Off you go, Nail Master. I have nothing more to give you. Nothing for free, at least. I'll be up briefly, eager to take your geo in trade for my precious wares. These refined weapons, the battles of Geo are much deadlier. Very cool. Everybody just got basements in their house? Where is... There it is. Contains the passion, skill, and regrets of a nail master. Increase the bearer's mastery of nail arts, allowing them to focus their power faster and unleash art sooner. Absolutely. Absolutely. See if I can talk to... What are you thinking about? The roads between are dark and long, but the Master's light will always guide us. A new land, different from the last. How many more will we see? Alright, let's take care of Zote. If we can. I don't know how we're supposed to beat such a deadly combatant. I'm glad she at least got one detail about him right, which is that technique. Or lack thereof. Yes. I mean, I don't die, so kind of makes sense that it would work. Figured I would give it a shot. If it broke, I'd just go repair it. Okay, okay. Kind of want deep focus, but I don't want the crux. Because I can definitely get heals off in this fight, so like deep focus is very effective. But I don't want to rely on it. I really like the music in here. Like it's good music. You would expect it to be more goofy, but it's actually pretty great. So if I hadn't made that second save, I would literally be missing out on this boss fight. gonna beat her fanfic? Yeah, man. Beat up that fanfiction. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely glad that I saved him. Even if it wasn't for this, I mean, not having him as a character is a big deal. Oh. Let me sit up. Okay. Okay. Still getting the feel. I'm thinking we take off Nailmaster though. I got a lot more going on in this fight than charging up hits. I also don't want the recovery. Yeah, like the recovery there. No, I don't want the recovery frames of using a nail art, so we're not using nail arts for this fight. I don't need this. How much would it cost us to get deep on? Oh, we're so close. I really want Fragile Strength on though. Could do... How much does this increase health by? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it's all right. Let's try that. Not sure the best way to deal with that is yet. Okay. I can abuse iframes as a dodge. I can go for dark dive instead of avoiding damage. I can dive like straight into it. Yeah, it reminds me of Final Fantasy movie. This is a bad run. Ugh. I got off kilter for smacking this fly. It's good. It's a good fight. The ads are kind of annoying, but it's a good fight. Like I tend to not like ads in this game. It's a good fight. If I ever get too frustrated with ads, I'll break out the minions, but they're not that frustrating. I just get frustrated because they break the rhythm of our movement. Oof. I got a little heated there because of that ad. Okay. I've learned that the ads are spawns of pure evil and malice. find aggressive ways to avoid damage, like if I can dark dive at some of these spots, so I can optimize my DPS. Okay. Sorry, I'm doing that like every time because I'm taking in information from every loss. Using spells are one of the best strats in this fight due to the ads mostly. Okay. Yeah, I need to take opportunities to like wraith them away and like get really good dark dives. There's definitely some spell opportunities here. I might end up taking off Fragile Strength. I don't know why you'd open the fight with that. A bad seed? I was doing good. We got him 2 downs on him. Using a basic spell. Okay. I'll try to find openings for it. was in Dark Dive. I guess my iframe didn't start yet. Yeah, I nailed the ads on a couple basic spells there, so I'm seeing it. Yeah, it's his big body that like ends up hitting me on there, because like I can Dark Dive through the blast, but not him for whatever reason. Come on, dude, don't do this. Oh. Okay, we got to 2 downs again. What do I even have on? Let me look at what I have. I almost want to do Soul Eater. Pogoing. Could try that, yeah. I don't know that I'll be able to keep up with his movement, but I'll try it. I'm done for. That was so weird because he put his sword up and I thought he was gonna do his charge and he fell over. I think that is an attack because I think I've done that before. I think he sometimes messes up his charge and falls over. Oh. Dark Dive. It's my new best friend. Why is this still here? Is there a second form? Oh god. Oh. Gorgeous, passionate, terrifying, beautiful, perfect. Is this a stronger one? 10 levels to his fight. I mean, does anything happen at the end?
Juro namin, o mantadublim. Is manama poblis. Is poblis pera pera. Aklaba buktis. Emin ba deprada. Bak nanad. Waktis bah. Puro.
She looks a little different. Grey Prince, your words, are they repeating? Okay. Yeah, does anything happen at the end of the 10? At level 4, he deals 2 damage, a 6-3. Oh my god. When you're done, does she like stop being his fan or anything like that? Let's check out Grim Troop. You called us. Speak to Master. When flame burns bright inside one's mind, keen heed the call across lands and time. So, it was you who called us. Well met, my friend, well met. I am Grim, master of this troop. The lantern has been lit, and your summons heeded. A fine stage you choose. This kingdom followed by worm and root, perfect earth upon which our ritual shall take place. And you, my friend, your own part is far from over. As the lantern flared, your role was cast, our compact written in scarlet fire. Eager we are to see you commence, but first, some illumination is required. Across these lands my kin now spread, harvesting that essence peculiar to my breed, the flame in dream. Seek my kin, claim their flame and return to me. Together marvel shall be achieved. But don't fret, small one, for this task you won't travel alone. My child shall guide you to the flame and gather within itself that burning essence. Like you, the child plays key role in this task. Only with it by your side will the flame and my kin reveal themselves to you. Wow. Can fight infinite amounts of time. Well, I guess that's a good farm for Dream Essence if you need it. Grim Child, warned by those who take part in the Grim Troops ritual, the bearer must seek the Grim Kin and collect their flames. Uncollected flames will appear on the bearer's map. Oh. Hello, guy. Oh. Interesting. I want to go see Dream Lady, because she'll give us our new thing. Oh, after the first fight, he won't give you any more essence. Oh. Hmm. Ah, Wielder, you've returned. Let me have a look at the Dream Nail. The Dream Nail now holds over 900 essence within its core. Are you surprised that this old kingdom has so many hidden dreams? Yes, you're starting to see them, the connections between us, the dreams we leave behind. Like prints in the dust, the time has come for you to learn how to revisit the places connected to you. Hold the Dream Nail tight, Wielder. Imagine a great gate opening before you. Mastered Dream Gate. Hold triangle while using Dream Nail to set a Dream Gate. Hold up while using Dream Nail to travel to the Dream Gate. Ah, okay. I see. I understand. That's amazing. Ah, Wielder, you've returned. Let me have a look at the Dream Nail. The Dream Nail now glows bright. It holds over 1,200 essence. Looking into it, I can see many memories peering back at me. So many asking to be remembered. None of us can live forever, and so we ask those who survive to remember us. Hold something in your mind and it lives on with you, but forget it and you seal it away forever. That is the only death that matters. Huh, so they say. Enough of that, though. Take this relic and come back to me with 1,500 essence. Go. Arcane egg. Egg. Where's the egg? Ah, the Dream Nail is glowing so brightly. Keep it up and return once you have 1,500. Solo memories. How many are we at? 1,350. Cool, okay. How you feeling? I'm thinking maybe we end stream here. I could be convinced to keep going. But I'm thinking this is a good place to stop. We got flames to collect. We still got our boy, the champion. I'm hesitant to, like, I would go do champion right now, if not for the fact that I've already done 2 fights today that I had to, like, zone in on and, like, you know, struggle over and over again. I feel like doing 3 of those in one session's a little much. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm thinking we end here for the day. I think we stop here for the day. We'll pick it up tomorrow. We'll definitely do champion tomorrow. Probably pretty early on in the session. And we'll get those Grim Troop flames. I still see a couple spots on the map we can go investigate. We got some good stuff coming for us next stream. So, it's been a really good one. I will see you guys around. Feel free to talk to me in the Discord all you want. Tell me anything you like. Hopefully I'll be able to get some more bots in there and like stream updates and all kinds of business. I'm trying to get a bot so that you can react for a like notification role so that it doesn't at everyone when I go live. I think that's important so that people that want to be notified through Discord, like I do for most streams, I think it's important that you have that option without it pinging you if you don't like that. So I'm gonna try to make sure that that's a thing. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow, same time. Hopefully I won't be like 5 minutes late. Hopefully I'll be on time this time. All right, bye bye everybody. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Bye.